Good morning and wonderful day. Good to see all of you. How you doing? Been a few since I've been here for this, and it's given it's 11 p.m. Friday here. It's not a school night, so you can stay up for a bit. Awesome. Good to see you, Megan. I'm so glad you could make it. Oh my, yes, it is. Whew, crazy thing. I went on. I went on to MG's last night, and I just couldn't stay awake. I turned off my camera and laid my head down and went to sleep. And good Lord Almighty, I, I'm so sorry, MG. I should have left. I just should have left. I could not keep my eyes open. The last half hour was bad for me. But no, I got a decent night's sleep, and here I am. I knew going into it at what 2 o'clock this morning. Whenever I set up my stream, I was like, yeah, I'm going to change my time to 7, get a little more sleep. It was a good thing I did that. Good to see you. Good morning, Farrell. I did set my alarm though to wake me up. My, oh my. So I'm waking up with you guys. I pulled up a little bit of news stories and all that neat kind of stuff. But it is Friday. Oh my gosh. It's Friday, everybody. You've got the best. You got the best day in front of you. It can only get brighter and sunnier. And as my morning goes on, right over my shoulder there, out that window, you'll see that it's going to get brighter and brighter as the morning creeps up upon us. Not hippopotamus. Good morning, Farrell. Farrell is hopefully she's around today. Last 55 minutes of Friday here for you. Excellent. Good morning, Sadie. I hope you're doing well. Hey, cool gamer. Glad you could make it. And of course, Eris, the wonderful Eris. Ah, my, oh my. What a night last night. Oh, geez, Louise. I had Mo in the deep end last night. I think I kept her up really late, and it was so much fun. But we did get to watch a little bit of Tucker. I think Meme Copium is doing Tucker right now. He's a braver man than I, because I got that copyright thing happening just after a couple of minutes of having it. I was like, oof, yeah. If you love you some Mo, oh, you gotta watch our stream last night. When she showed up, it got on fire. Oh, it is insane to see Joe Biden say there's nothing wrong with his memory and then wander out getting ready to walk off the stage. Someone says something about Gaza. He comes back and starts talking about Mexico. I mean, we had to rewind what the hell he was talking about. I slowed things down because I was like, wait. This makes no sense. What did he just say? Mexico? The Mexican border? What does this have to do with anything? Oh, Lord Almighty. I was shocked and appalled and intrigued all at once. You are always making troubles. Well, it's those vowels. Yeah. CC, GG, BB. Boy, oh boy. Biden, geez Louise. That's the man carrying the nuclear football. Isn't that wonderful? Coffee is good this morning. Coffee is really good this morning. I was hoping to, stay up late enough to do the dirty mess. He needs to change his diaper. I was hoping last night to stay up late enough to be able to show a little bit of the primary results. I did watch what was going on with MG last night, and I'd seen part of that. I had it playing in the background whenever it was going on with Good Logic. I was just listening to it in the background as I was working. The Supreme Court, what they're I gathered whenever I was hearing them talk back, I was like, man, they do not look like they're happy with this guy bringing this this stuff before them, like trying to get this stuff through Supreme Court, it really looks bad. And I mean, it's one of those where I mean, I understand why they're going after Trump so hard because they are scared to death of this guy. They're scared to death. They are going to do everything in their power. And sometimes it may or may not be legal to make sure he doesn't get reelected, because what's going to happen when he does? It's going to leave them in a lurch in a bad way. I mean, there you go. This is the final results of 2024 Nevada, with 99.2% of the vote. That's almost a solid 100%. There's still one county holding out. They have 0 votes whatsoever in that one county. And they got 888 votes there. Those are all counted. So what is the county that's holding out? Lincoln County, 0% in. You would think Lincoln County would come back with something. Oh. They have not given them those codes. Even the Black Cats of DC aren't that stupid. Yeah. You would think that they're not that stupid. I don't know. They do some of the stupid things. There's people having sex on the floor of the house, like, and filming it for TikToks. My dogs. Oh, that's so crazy that they would do that. I mean, come on. These guys are Looney Tunes, and you know that they are. And of course, we also have the Virgin Islands, and it looks like with 74% in the Virgin Islands. That right there shows you how much greater it is than, well, it's taken a little while to flip over there, isn't it? Crazy stuff, crazy days. Yeah, it's with 74% in, 182 votes. He's gained 4. So that was the Virgin Islands caucus. So he's climbing up there. But I saw this earlier, and everybody could tell this last night, that this was the case. Right here, Supreme Court seems poised to reject efforts to kick Trump off the ballot over the Capitol riot. Notice how they changed the wording. Yeah, you don't want to be the people that are saying that it was insurrection, because that becomes a big slap in the face of AP. The AP gets slapped down for saying that. Yeah, they're sucking up now. So the Supreme Court seems poised to reject attempts to kick former Donald Trump off the 2024 ballot, with conservative and liberal justices in apparent agreement in a case that puts them at the heart of a presidential election. Yeah, isn't that nice? So the definitive ruling for Trump, the leading Republican candidate for president, would largely end efforts in Colorado, Maine, and elsewhere to prevent his name from appearing on the ballot. The justices could act quickly, possibly by Super Tuesday on March 5th, when Colorado, Maine, and 13 other states hold primaries. More than likely, they've already made their decision, and they're going to say, if you want this, Congress, you go for it. But we're not putting our hands on this. So you take him off, and, well, you're the ones that are interfering in an election. Isn't that amazing? You would think that all these people that want to get him kicked off could possibly be considered as interfering in a general election. Could be. Good morning, Jariah. Wonderful. Good to see you. I don't know, is it just me, or is it surprising that Trump wins the Virgin Islands? I mean, does he even know what a virgin is? Asking for a friend. I'm sure that he knows what a virgin is. Conservative and liberal justice elect questioning during arguments Thursday whether Trump can be disqualified from being president again because of his efforts to undo his loss in the 2020 election to Joe Biden. Well, it was more than just his that he was trying to overturn. It was a little bit more than just this. The main concern was whether Congress must act before states can invoke a constitutional provision that was adopted after the Civil War to prevent former office holders who engaged in insurrection, blah, blah, blah. We all know this. And of course, the news keeps spinning it in such a way. It's just like, well, there's a little bit more that's involved in it. But on Supreme Court that prefers to avoid cases in which the final arbiter of a political dispute, the justices appear to be searching for a consensus ruling, and the issue of congressional action seemed to draw most support. Justice Elena Kagan was among several justices who wanted to know why a single state should decide who gets to be president of the United States. Sorry, on that note, I'm heading out. Take care. You have a good one, Megan. Oh, it's not just going to be about Trump. You get some rest. I know that you need to get some sleep, and we will see you very soon. You take care of yourself. 8 of the 9 justices suggested that they were open to at least some of the arguments made by Jonathan Mitchell, Trump's lawyer at the Supreme Court. Trump could win his case if the court finds just one of those arguments persuasive. Okay. Justice Sonia Sotomayor sounded the most skeptical of Mitchell's arguments, though she too might not vote to uphold the Colorado ruling that found Trump engaged in insurrection as ineligible to be president. In another sign of trouble for the Colorado voters who sued to remove Trump from the ballot, the justices spent little time talking about whether Trump actually engaged following the 2020 election. Jason McMurray, representing the voters, pressed the point that Trump incited the Capitol attack to prevent the peaceful handover of power for the first time in history. Mitchell argued that the Capitol riot was not an insurrection, and even if it was, Trump did not directly participate. Trump, speaking to reporters after the proceedings, called the Supreme Court argument a beautiful thing to watch in many respects, even as he complained about the case being brought about in the first place. I hope that democracy in this country will continue, he told reporters at Mar-a-Lago Club in Florida. Trump could not be back for the Supreme Court in a matter of days to seek an emergency order, blah, blah, keep his election subversive. That issue of the brief airing Thursday when Kavanaugh said more legally sound approach to disqualifying someone from office is found in federal criminal statute against the insurrection. Yo, Sean Bird, good to see you. Hey, Maddie, good to see you. Number 8. Ooh, we be number 9. Number 9. Oh my. Blah, stuck following a school bus today. Oh, well, what you do is you wait until they put that little stop sign out, and then you go around them really fast. I am kidding. Do not do that. That is completely the wrong way that you should handle that. You should never pass a school bus like that. Wait until they're completely stopped. Just kidding. Mitchell agreed with a caveat. Trump's claim of immunity, so we would not concede that he can be prosecuted for what he did on January 6th. The exchange was largely hypothetical because while Trump faces criminal charges relating to January 6th, he has not been charged under the insurrection statute. The justices heard more than 2 hours of history-laden arguments in their first case, considering the Third and the 14th Amendment. Chief Justice Roberts worried that a ruling against Trump would prompt efforts to disqualify other candidates, and surely some of those would succeed. Yeah, good to know. Trump's lawyers argued that the amendment can't be used to keep Trump off the ballot for several reasons. For one thing, they contend that January 6th was not an insurrection. Even if it was, Trump did not go to the Capitol or join the rioters. The wording of the amendment also excludes the presidency and candidates running for president. They say, even if they are wrong about all of that, they argue that Congress must pass legislation to reinvigorate Section 3. Sotomayor at one point gently mocked part of Mitchell's argument for why Trump is not covered by Section 3, a bit of gerrymandering rule, isn't it? Designed to benefit only your client. Well, no, it benefits all presidents. Now, the lawyer for the Republican independent voters who sued to remove Trump's name for the Colorado ballot counter that there is ample evidence that the events of January 6th constituted as an insurrection, that Trump incited it. Well, then they would have to make that decision, but that's not what they're discussing. You haven't proven that it was an insurrection, because insurrection statutes that state what an insurrection is, they haven't met that threshold. So that's why it becomes such a problem. They say it would be absurd to apply Section 3 to everything but the presidency, or that Trump is somehow exempt, and the provision needs no enabling legislation. But it does. But Murray sustained difficult questioning across the High Court bench, including from Neil Gorsuch and Kagan, two justices for whom Murray once worked as a clerk. If the court in the end upholds the Colorado decision, would amount to a stunning declaration that Trump did engage in this, and he is barred by the 14th Amendment from holding office again. That would allow states to keep him off the ballot and imperil his campaign. The justices could opt for a less conclusive outcome, but with the knowledge that the issue could return to them, perhaps after the general election in November, in the midst of a full-blown constitutional crisis. Trump is separately appealing to state court in a ruling by Maine's Democrat Secretary of State Shanna Bellows that he was ineligible to appear on the state ballot over his role in the Capitol attack. Both the Colorado Supreme Court and Maine Secretary of State's rulings are on hold until appeals play out. Oh, nice. Grabbing a drink and you will be there. That'll be wonderful. Then I can get myself some more coffee. Coffee, good. The issues may be novel, but Trump is no stranger to the justices, three of whom Trump appointed when he was president. They have considered many Trump-related cases in recent years, declining to embrace his claims of the fraud in 2020 election, refusing to shield tax records from Congress and prosecutors in New York. In addition to the immunity issue, the court will also hear an appeal in April. 1,200 people charged in the riot. The case could upend a large prosecutors have brought against more than 300 people, including Trump. The court last played so role in presidential politics in its 5-4 decision that effectively ended the disputed 2000 election in favor of Bush Gore. What's that? Oh, yeah. Fofa. Nice. Justice Clarence Thomas is the only member of the court who also took part in Bush Gore. Thomas has ignored calls by Democrat leaders to step aside from the case because his wife, Jenny, supported Trump's effort to overturn the 2020 election results and attended the rally that preceded the storming of the Capitol by Trump supporters. So there you go. There is the story of that. Amazing, isn't it? That they get all worked up. But they got hit like tenfold. Shizzy loves to wind you up in the morning and set you loose on the tubes. Oh, yeah, baby. Someone's got to do it. As you see the sunlight getting bright behind me, it just slowly creeps up. Pretty soon you'll see the glow of orange back there, and it'll be wonderful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what we've got here, look at this. Biden angrily pushes back at special counsel's report that questioned his memory handling of docs. Oh my God, we talked about this yesterday. Special counsel report Thursday found evidence that President Joe Biden willfully retained and shared highly classified information when he was a private citizen, including about military and foreign policy in Afghanistan, but concluded that criminal charges were not warranted. Imagine that. Imagine that. Including about military and foreign policy in Afghanistan, but concluded that criminal charges are not warranted. The report from the special counsel, Robert Hur, resolves a criminal investigation that has shadowed President Biden's for the last year, but his bitingly critical assessment of his handling of sensitive documents and unflattering characterizations of his memory will spark fresh questions about his competency and age. That cuts at voters' most deep-seated concerns about his candidacy for re-election. In the remarks at the White House Thursday evening, Biden denied that he improperly shared classified information, angrily lashed out at her for questioning his mental acuity, particularly his recollection of the timing of his late son, Beau's death from cancer, or serving in Afghanistan and dying on the front lines and all those kind of wonderful things right there. I love how Trump's docs said, and oh my God, the world is ending. Biden's documents, nothing to see here. And MSNBC watchers are so effing stupid as not to see what's going on. Of course, why would they? It's easy to be blinded by your party. And it happens on the left, it happens on the right. A lot of people get blinded by Trump because they want to, think that he isn't at fault for a lot of his own shortcomings. It happens. It happens. There's a lot of diehard Trumpers out there that'll be just like happy to, go down with the ship. They'll say, "Oh, there's no way you got to support my guy no matter what." No, really? I don't know. I don't think I could support him no matter what. There is a line that you have to cross before I'm just like, okay, I'm just done with you. I don't think he's crossed that. Could he? Easily. Most presidents could. The searing findings will most certainly blunt his efforts to draw a contrast with Trump, likely opponent in November's election, over a criminal indictment charging the former president with illegal hoarding classified documents or classified records at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida and refusing to turn them to the government. Despite abundant differences between the cases, Trump immediately seized on special counsel report by Trump, save a victim of a two-tiered system of justice. Yeah, there is just plenty of bullshit out there for that. Yet, even as her found evidence that Biden willfully held on to and shared with ghostwriter highly classified information, special counsel devoted much of his report to explaining why he did not believe the evidence met the standard for criminal charges, including a high probability that the Justice Department would not be able to prove Biden's intent beyond a reasonable doubt, citing, among other things, an advanced age that they said made him forgetful and the possibility of innocent explanations for the records that they could not refute. Oh, geez, Louise. I did not share classified information. I did not share it with my ghostwriter. He added he wasn't aware how the boxes containing the documents ended up in his garage. Well, he said last night he said they weren't in his garage. He said that staffers left them there. He said staffers did it. I mean, does that make you feel confident about your president if they're blaming it on staffers? Have you seen Farrell's intro? Yes, it is fire. Good Lord Almighty. I don't believe it. When asked about the report earlier Thursday in a private moment with a handful of House Democrats ahead of his speech at their suburban Virginia retreat, why is his staff doing anything with him? Because he told them to put them there. The only thing is he can't remember. He can't remember how they got there, why they're there. And if he can't remember that, what makes you think that he can remember the difference between Gaza and Mexico? It makes no sense whatsoever. It is a backwards ass world that we're living in currently. And, you can blame it on your staffer because what staffer are you going to go after? What staffer? Because that staffer is probably a staffer for him currently. Then you're playing politics. If you go after that staffer, you're playing politics now. Biden responded angrily, according to two people familiar with the comment, saying, you would fucking forget the day my son died. You think I would forget forget the day my son died? People did not want to address the matter publicly and spoke of condition of anonymity. Of course, because they're scared shitless. It means they would have a date with Hillary Clinton and she would just leave them hanging. Biden pointedly noted that he had sat for 5 hours of in-person interviews in the immediate aftermath of October's attack on Israel when I was in the middle of handling an international crisis. Jeez Louise. It's always somebody else's fault, isn't it? It is always somebody else's fault. This is the danger of these people. It becomes somebody else's issue. Oh, well, I wasn't there. I didn't see this. I have no idea what you're talking about. What is. I don't understand these words that you're speaking to me. So dangerous. So dangerous that we have someone like this in there. I just believe that's what I owe the American people so they could know no charges would be brought and the matter closed. Is that what they told him? Their investigation into Biden is separate from special counsel Jack Smith's inquiry to the handling of classified documents from Trump, because after Trump left the White House, Smith's team has charged Trump with illegally retaining top secret records at his Mar-a-Lago home and then obstructing government efforts to get it back. I don't think that's true at all. And there's a reason why I think that's absolute bullshit. Because if he had something to do with it, then
Not next Monday, but the Monday after, gonna go get a facial.
I love doing that.
I don't even know what you were talking about for that, but it's probably not good.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Oh, good morning. How are you doing?
I am tired. Eris wouldn't let me go to bed yesterday, so
Ooh. I stayed up way too late.
I heard.
I was on MG's and I muted my mic and turned off my camera. And I was just like, I would need to go get some water. I went and got some water and I sat down on the couch. I was just like, why are my eyes so heavy? And I didn't open them back up until 4:30 this morning whenever the dogs jumped on me.
Nice.
And they just came down and were just, I was like, what happened? I was like, okay. I looked over and StreamYard was like blank. I was like, okay, well, sorry, MG.
He'll be okay. I'm happy to see that my intro still has the same sound, though. That's better than the other one.
Yeah. It is good. It is good. Oh my. Yeah, so Mo came on last night. It was fire because she didn't realize that was live with Biden. She had no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea what was live with Biden.
Oh my God. It was his speech to the American people addressing, something about who the fuck knows what he was talking about. Cause he went from talking about his memory being fine to like wandering off, getting ready to leave the stage. And someone mentions Gaza. He comes back and starts talking about Mexico. And I mean, both Mo and I were so confused by it because we're like, what in the hell? We had to like rewind it because it was just made no sense whatsoever.
Of course, they're going to now talk about how he's not all there.
Oh, of course. Well, he couldn't remember then. Well, what? So because he couldn't remember then why are they saying he's even competent to be president?
He's not. And they've known that he's not for years.
They've known for at least 10 years that he's not competent.
Yeah.
Just like, good Lord.
Nice, Jiraiya. God, I hate it
He
here.
mixed up
I want off this ride.
Mexico with the Egyptian prime minister. Yeah. He, like I said, it was confusing. We were just sitting there going, like shaking our heads. Oh.
Did you guys watch the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'll go back and watch it on yours.
Yeah, wait until Mo comes on and just watch all of the interaction with that, because we were blown away, like completely baffled by it. It made no sense whatsoever.
Hey,
he is a puppet face of the White House. He's not actually the prez. Yeah, exactly.
Truth. Exactly. I was listening to Meme air the Putin interview.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing with Meme because I really like what him and Max have to say about stuff. So I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing. I just caught a part of it.
Well, I got my channel like copyrighted last night because of it. Watching it. Not I wasn't pausing it fast enough.
Nice.
I started in on it, and it was just like within just a couple of minutes, like that thing went from
Good.
it went
Yeet.
it went yellow, and then it went boom, and my channel got removed for 90
Nice.
seconds, and I was like, well, there you go. It's one way to tell you to shut the hell up. I was gonna. I think I went. Did I do that last night? Yes, I did. I did take it over to Rumble last night for a bit, and I was just like, I can't do anymore. I can't. My brain
Yeah.
was locking up. So
So
yeah,
you're like, I'm gonna go on MGs instead.
yes, I went on MGs and listened to because like I said, I caught some of it on Good Logic. I had him playing in the background while I was working,
Hmm.
and oh my god, just it was. I had so many questions. You know,
Morning,
like this.
Philippa.
It was good. MG's was really good last night.
Yeah, I wanna go back and listen to that. I only listened to it for about I only listened to it on a 15. I had so much to do last night. I had to turn on music. There was no way I could listen to a stream.
Having Kaiser on there was awesome. Also, Kaiser's good people. Hey, can you handle this for just a minute? I'm going to go grab some more caffeine.
Sure.
All right, I'll be
Sure,
right
just
back.
leave me here to talk about birds and things like that. It'll be
I can
good.
do that. I can do that. You
Yeah.
want? You want? Yeah.
I know, Maddie. I have opinions on all of that, but they're not very popular, so I keep them to myself. Hey, Sean. Speaking of birds, what you guys want to talk about today? I don't want to talk about Ethan today. Good morning, Christine. How are you? I hate it when he does this to me. I can't talk to myself like he can. I'm not into all that fofa, so I tend to watch Kaiser when he's on other things. All the things that Kaiser's into, not really my jam. I don't watch movies. I'm not into UFO stuff. I've noticed, Maddie. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Jeez, Sean. I'll never live that one down.
Oh my! What did you do this time? You getting Sean all worked up?
I did not. He's talking about what I said about Ethan yesterday. I did not see any of them, Eris. I was super busy last night.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
I literally I normally listen to a stream. The only thing I watched Queso over my lunch break and that was hilarious. But other than that, I was just working.
Yeah. I was streaming. I was somewhere all night last night. Good Lord Almighty. What I should have done is after Mo was just like, I'm getting tired, I should have just said, I am too, and shut it down and out. Oh no, I couldn't do that.
Right? No. That's what
Oh,
the other night someone told me they needed to stop going on MGs so much because they weren't getting any sleep. And very next night, guess who's on MGs?
that's me. I've
Oh,
done that. I've
that's
sit,
all of us.
I've
Like,
sit
we
there and
all
gone,
do
oh,
it.
I shouldn't do this.
No, I'm not
What do
gonna
I
do
do?
that tonight. And we all end up over there every chance we get.
Well, the good thing is I knew that today was, I mean, it was going to be, today's my Friday, it's
Hmm.
my weekend started last
It
night.
is it is Friday, Shizzy.
I mean, last night was my Friday
It's
night.
everybody's Friday except mine.
Well,
Mine's not
Thursday
till
night is
Saturday
my
night.
Friday night. Yeah. It's because I don't have to work today. I can if I want to, but I don't have to. Which I may end up still doing some work. I got a couple of loose ends to tie up for work, but oh geez, Louise, this is so wonderful, to be able to go, 7 o'clock I can do my show. I don't have to do it at 6:30 in the morning.
Right?
And I mean, at
You
two
should do
o'clock
it at
in the morning.
7:30.
Do it at 7:30. Nah, why would I do it at 7:30?
'Cause then I'm home.
Oh, yeah, but see, this gets me all warmed up and gets
Right. You can get
all of
some of
the
your political crap out of the way.
exactly.
And you just make Eris mad instead of me.
Well, exactly. So, I after
Maddie, she
seeing
was horrible yesterday.
well, because here's the thing. I'm sitting here reading. Holy crap! Oh, geez, Louise. So I'm going to add this to the stage because this is hilarious. In addition, prosecutors say Biden could have plausibly believed that his notebooks were his personal property and belonged to him, even though they contain classified information. These were just sitting in his garage
Mhm.
with these kind of documents in there.
Finish this. No big deal.
And of course, it would be these four people that are reporting on it. Good Lord. It just amazes me how they'll how they'll just, suck it up and say, suck it up and say, oh,
Right,
no, no.
Eris?
Good Lord, Keeve. I'm not talking about that. Uh, Good Lord. I'm not talking about this one either. Jeez, I pull up these storms because I'm like, oh, they could be interesting. And then I see things like this.
Uh-oh.
Once you see it, you're going to go, what in the hell? Storms dump heavy snowfall in northern Arizona after leaving California a muddy mess. There you go. There's what Arizona looks like
Wow.
right now. Flagstaff, Arizona.
Wow.
Hmm. Wasn't that weird? Heavy snow shut down parts of major interstates in northern Arizona on Thursday, while low-lying clouds delayed dozens of flights in Phoenix after storms earlier this week. Battered California left a muddy mess. The mountainous region in northern Arizona recorded 2 feet of snowfall, or in some locations more expected this weekend. Snow, ice, and whiteout conditions forced partial closures of Interstates 40 and 17 in and around Flagstaff, northern Arizona's largest city. I-17 later reopened and portions of I-40 remained closed Thursday night. It's really brutal, actually, he said.
Well, it is for there. Holy buckets.
Just enjoying this beautiful weather, plowing snow, playing with the dog, and enjoying it. Schools around northern Arizona, including the university, called snow days. Farther south, rain hit the desert regions. A low cloud ceiling briefly shut down all flights in and out of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. I've actually been in that airport. I flew into that airport whenever we went to um, whenever we went to go visit my uh, brother-in-law.
I don't think I've ever been to Arizona. I have an uncle that lives there, but I've never.
I have a sister that lives there also. Yep. She's in Phoenix. Pretty cool.
We always get together when we both go back home. So
Yeah. So an area east of Los Angeles, aptly named Snow Valley in the San Bernardino Mountains, got almost as much snow as parts of eastern Sierra, and the National Weather Service said several times snow completely buried an eagle named Jackie, whose care for 3 eggs in a nest is widely watched via webcam. Yes.
I have met that uncle, Sean. Oh, we did a game in Discord. It's 9 truths and a lie, and somebody thought that was my lie. That well, maybe not. That I have aunts and uncles that I've never met before. Quite a few of them, actually.
I had a what would it be, a great uncle or something like that? It would be my grandmother's twin brother. I'm trying to think what that relationship is. It's like great uncle or
So it's your
something like that.
dad's uncle.
No, my
Oh, your
mother's it would,
mother's.
it'd be my mother's uncle.
Okay, so yeah, it's your great uncle.
I thought that it was right. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
only met him once. He looked nothing like my grandmother. They were so they were boy and a girl. It's trying to be funny. No, it's horrible.
I've only met one of my father's siblings, so
Now there was this girl that I worked with. She had a twin brother, and they could have been considered identical, except for one was male and one was female. Like their facial features like were so damn similar. Like the only difference that he didn't bleach out his hair, but I mean all the facial features were like the same.
Nice.
Like you could have easily taken his, if you would have shaved them both bald, we wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between the two. It was remarkable.
That's like me and my biological father. If I had a beard, twins.
Yeah. Yeah. So crazy. Oh yeah. I was gonna show this. Where is it? Because it was pretty damn cool. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah. Here we go. This might get me in trouble, but at this point I don't care. You
Eris.
seen this? You seen
I
this?
bought this Buzz Lightyear from you guys. Well, watch what happens when I click it.
Andy, why don't you put your toys down and go get yourself some bitches?
Oh no,
Yeah, I mean,
it ain't saying the right stuff.
Hey, where the Barbies at? I'm trying to tap some plastic up in this bitch.
Oh,
it's
what type of Toy Story this is? This is in cursing and everything.
it never said any of those lines in the movie.
They never said those lines in the movie.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace and in your mom.
You talking about people, mama? You got the receipt, love?
So, sadly, I only deal in cash.
It's only $3.
$3.
Yeah.
But I paid $60 for this thing. You can't do anything for me because it's clearly not what I paid for.
I don't have proof that you paid $60. That's the problem. You could just tell me that.
If
but
you don't have your receipt, you get what the lowest sale price is.
Yep. Those are said the version of the movie I watched.
What was that?
I can give you $3 for it. That's just what it costs now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
I couldn't help that one. That was too good.
Oh man.
So I did get some images from Arizona. You're gonna love this. You will love this.
Yes. What the heck is that? Oh, they're cooking it. Cool. That was neat.
Yes. They can give him a new Lightyear doll. Replacement's so fake, but funny. Well, they can't
Right.
because if it doesn't show up in their system. In the Spanish toy, he talks about the donkey show.
Well, I'm sure they programmed it to say those things, and then but it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I would die if I was working customer service and somebody did that. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
would thought
you
it
would
was
just
funny.
you would have been just laughing your ass off the whole time.
I mean, I probably would refuse the return, but I would laugh my butt off.
Oh well. What does the cow say?
What's the cow say? What's the cow say? What's the cow say?
It's adorable. I love
See,
it.
I've got these kind of things. This is what I spent a little bit doing this morning. Just was like, oh, this is wonderful. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I love this one. This is good. This is good.
You're like host.
Host?
Host.
Horse?
Horse.
You.
I think I found my wife. I'm not gonna lie.
Eris, my niece's ex, they got snow way down south in Texas one year, and like all of his nieces and nephews or whatever cousins, they'd never seen snow before, so the videos of them seeing snow is amazing.
I love watching people who really ever experience snowy weather. It's like the world has ended. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta go wake humans up.
Yep, it's very true because, I mean, I saw what happened here in Georgia, and it's just like 2 inches of snow, which is nothing, but it shut down everything. I mean, it was actually more than 2 inches, but it shut down everything because it was dumping 2 inches in less than an hour. Yeah, it was insane. Like going from being a little bit to a lot of bit, and there's a lot of hills, and then they shut down all the schools at the same time. They shut down businesses all at the same time. So parents were trying to get to the schools to pick up kids, plus get kids. The school buses were showing up. Everybody's getting let out of work. Everybody's trying to get home all at once. And you do that to in the metro Atlanta area, there's maybe 15 million people that are trying to get home all at once. It just overloaded the whole system. It was more than they could handle. What global warming, y'all? Yeah, it's hysterical. We get snow, and anything less than 6 inches, we're all like, more than 6 inches, we stock up on alcohol and bread. Wow, shit, just give me just tell me it's going to snow, and I stock up on alcohol and bread. Sort of. I usually have a pretty good stock of alcohol anyway. I got stuff I haven't touched because it's just sitting there. It is a beautiful day, though. I hope everyone is enjoying what's going on in the world today, because there are things that could be absolutely worse, like being this guy right here. Okay? If you've never seen this before, pay very close attention, because you do not want to try this at home. Ever try this at home. Don't try this. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to show that one to Farrell later. She missed it. I would show that, but that right there will get me in trouble. Maybe. Nope, I ain't going to show it. Can't do it. I did find an alarm clock for you, for all you folks, though. I did find an alarm clock for you. Once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Here we go. An alarm clock. I love it. Okay, cat box. Be right back. Gotcha. What do we have here? Oh, I can't show that without Farrell. That would get me in all kinds of trouble.
I'm here.
Okay. I gotta mute this because it has music, of course.
Always.
What happened? I thought it was playing. Here we go. Why is it not working? Something's happening here. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's weird. Is that the joke? Like you're the one that's really dumb because you keep having to push play?
No. No. It's not me. It's they must be getting ready to remove it or something.
That's funny.
Yeah. They say all blondes are dumb, and of course she keeps
Yeah.
pulling the card on the backside. Mm-hmm.
That was cute.
That was weird. Huh. I don't know what happened with the player.
Mhm.
But see, it'll continue
Couldn't
playing
tell
it
you.
whenever it's not zoomed in. I have seen someone do this before. It is hilarious. I've seen this before.
No, no, no.
My lord.
What is she doing? What is she doing? Has she never turned a card before?
OMG.
Just right here. Just turn it in. This is why we film things. Oh no.
Oh.
I feel like we need to help.
So, I need help from someone. Oh my god.
Oh no, no, no. Where you go? Oh, here we go. She's gonna get it. I'm gonna go help her. I gotta go help her. Hold on. I'm gonna get out and go help her. Oh, wait. Listen, she'll help her. Oh, yes. Tell her to bring it over here. Tell her to bring it around. Bring it around.
Stop.
Not a chance. There's two of them.
Oh, surely the other way, right?
Oh, yeah, surely the other way. Well, it's gonna do it. I mean, I gotta go help them. Oh, they're gonna break it.
Oh my god.
They hit my car. Oh my god. This is like Three Stooges. Put two of them. Oh my god. Are they trying to go under it? What is How many? Well, they're not both blondes. How many middle-aged humans does it take to return a card? Okay, they've got to get this. I gotta go help them. I gotta go help. Like, this is too
so
good.
much help.
This is too. Oh
my
Oh, this is gold. This is so good. All right.
God, I hope
Should I
that's
go
fake.
I
I
think it
gotta go
is.
help. I got it.
I hope so.
Exaggerated hips and stuff like that just sort of makes me think it's fake.
Too good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
They're gonna hit that. Oh! Don't hit the card. Don't hit the card. Don't hit the card. Don't hit the card. Don't hit the card.
I refuse to
Oh my
believe
gosh.
that there are two people that stupid.
Yo. Hey, put that down. Put that down. Hey, what are you doing?
I was trying to put the cart back.
Why? Why are you going?
Yeah, it looks fake.
What?
Y'all just take it over here and just return it like a normal human.
There's an opening on that.
Yeah, there's an opening on this side.
Yeah, it's fake.
You return it going this
Of
direction.
course.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Here, come here, y'all.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah. Have y'all been to the grocery store before?
That's crazy.
Thank you.
So dumb.
Yeah, that's fake. That's fake. How much for the woman? Hey, what's going on here? Yeah, good to see you. Let's go. Sam Bankman, how much for the woman? Yes. Geez Louise. Yeah, that had to be fake.
Sean.
I did. Oop, I gotta mute that because can't have that sound. But I did find, I found your new exercise plan. You're gonna like this. This is your new exercise. Watch.
I'm watching. Hell yeah.
Oh God. If you did this, I would laugh so hard.
That's good.
Oh, the music for it was classic.
I was at work last night, B.
Where is it? Oh,
I didn't sleep much yesterday, though. It's Eris's fault. She wouldn't let me.
So this is for Eris, so she can calm down. I specifically saved this one just for Eris. Specifically was designed like to get her where she's calm and peaceful. If she's having a bad day, if you're having a bad day, this is for you.
He's in a filthy mood. So he's called in by Colin. Colin found him low in his grevilleas this morning. So I think what's happened is that he may have come in to feed on the grevilleas and there just simply wasn't enough room for him to take off. It's quite a small yard. So he may have hit the house. But, there's no injuries on him. See if you like another bit of none. There's always room for banana. There's always room for banana.
Like me.
He's so cute.
So he'll be in care for a little while. He's got no injuries. There's nothing at all I can find on him. Everything's working well. So you'll have a little holiday in care until
I know.
you're sure that he's not concussed or that there's no issues. And you can go home. You can have as much banana as you... Oh, he's cranky.
Like, I don't want more yet. Let me get this
done.
done.
You people. So he's a big old boy. He's been around the block a few times. He's very strong as well. Didn't take too kindly to being captured, so we had to really, even though he was low, they're an arboreal animal that's very capable in the trees.
He's faking the bananas.
Mr. Batzella to put a net on him. He started to take off up the paling fence. So fortunately, we got you, didn't we? After a bit of a wrestle on the fence. Then we can get you some juice. Would you like a bit more banana? A little bit more banana? Oh, yes, please.
Just
right, we'll go and put him into some bed rest if he'll stay there. Good boy, Mr. Forrest.
Little ears. See, that's the kind of stuff that you need to make your day just so much brighter.
He is dry. Oh, I'm so sick.
Well, I would show one thing, but that'll get me in trouble. Yeah, I can't show that. I can show this one. There we go. Yeah, see, it's the player. It won't let me play it.
That's weird.
And as soon as I move it to a smaller size, it'll let me play it. So I won't play that one. That's actually a pretty good one.
Weird.
Yep. And let me see if I've got. Oh, I've got another one here. Let's see if this one should let me play. Yep, this one will let me play. This is how you reverse park. Most people can't do this.
Have you learned it? Is not it simple? I am Brother Song. Follow me. There are
I am Brother Song. Follow me. Yes, that is how you reverse park. Hey, Brandon. Yes, amazing. That is how you reverse park.
Oh, son of a I said, welcome back, Eris.
Back.
But I forgot I was muted.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
This is also how you handle a tractor.
What are you talking about, Eris?
That's how you handle a tractor. That's someone that's been doing that for a little while.
Yep.
Yes. Can you imagine doing that in heavy traffic, having to handle a tractor with no road crew to slow him down or stop him from getting in your way? That would be a mess. That'd be a mess here in Georgia. But I love this so much. Now, this one I may have to just create as like a screensaver that just goes in the background just all day long. Like leave and then just let this play all day.
Aww.
Oh, yes.
So cute.
This is a healing cue.
Yeah.
Look at that. We saw a lot of these whenever we went to Scotland.
That's freaking so cute.
I know.
I want one.
And that's Mama right there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I like a cow. Yeah.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If I made that my screensaver, I could just let that play all day long. Mm. I I did find a Republican deer. You want to see a Republican deer?
Okay. Sure.
There we go. Republican deer. Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
Mute.
Republican deer.
Oh, shizzy.
Can't help it. Yep, this is not going to let me play. It must just be the particular one, but I did save one for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I saved this one special for you. What the hell? Weird. Okay, there you go.
Good Lord. What an idiot.
Yes. Are you good at math?
Nope.
You're not good at math?
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Well, this guy is.
That's cute.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eris.
What's up, Harris? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, really? That's so sad. I mean, it's also our neighbor has a what is it, Bichon, I think, like a little poodleish kind of dog that is 17 years old. Like he'll be 17, I think, within the next couple of days, and has an abscess on his foot, and they don't want to do surgery, and it's like he's bleeding and it smells and it's horrible. My wife went over there last night, and to help him, our neighbor, out with the dog. And she was just like, it is so sad that this pup is like that. And they don't want to do surgery on him because they're worried that he won't come back out of the anesthesia. He says at least he will be peaceful if he goes. like please, if he makes it through, it's what we want to have happen. But this is, we can't have this with the dog. Go in there, do the surgery, whatever it might be, and we'll take care of it from there. But geez, I feel for you, Eris. I really do. That's just never any fun. Never any fun. But we do have puppy nightmares for you. Oh my, what in the hell is this? If it's not who I think it is, this is adorable. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hello, Mo.
Hello.
Good to see you. Did you get some sleep?
Sort of. Then I kept thinking, oh my God. Oh dear
This guy
Lord.
has the nuclear football.
Pretty much. I was like, well, it's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel,
Fine.
yeah, well, sort of. I was like, Will Wheaton's having an existential crisis over Elmo, for fuck's sake. And
It was last night was so insane. I mean,
so I was like, this is gonna be great. I'm sure we can all agree that Elmo had it coming. No, I'm just kidding.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
My gosh, yes. Yeah, so Farrell hasn't seen it yet. She has not
Oh.
seen his speech. We watched it live in living color. I wonder if they've scrubbed it from their database.
No, because he's going to represent not just blue states, but green state, or was it red states and green states?
Blue states, purple states, I don't know. I was so confused by him yesterday.
He's like
It was
the Benetton United Benetton of America.
it was so bad. It was so bad. I was just I was in tears. I was in
Yeah,
absolute tears over it.
yeah, it was it was definitely confidence building. I felt so much more confident. He had me a little worried, and then Corinne Jean Pierre reminded me that I don't remember names. And I was like, she has a point there. And then I felt all good again. Of course, that also could have been the gummy. I don't know.
Sam Bankman, how much for both women?
I'll ask my husband. I might be on sale after the wig I wore last night.
That is right. She showed up looking like, oh my.
Hey, if Rachel Maddow and Rick Moranis had a child and
That would
with
have been
Haley
it.
Joel Osment, I would be that kid.
Yeah, who would be the surrogate mother on that one though? Would it be Rick Moranis or
Cher. They would have gotten Cher. You know how like Melissa Etheridge used the guy from CCR to be,
Yeah.
because he was aesthetically pleasing in all ways.
Yes.
Jude, if you're gonna pick a guy.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna pick a guy, just pick this one right here.
I can't tell which looks scarier, when he's trying to think or when he's trying to open his eye real big, like eye is paying attention. I'm like, oh my.
Oh yeah.
The fact that he keeps
Ironically,
more like
him and Fry
Walter.
have the same voice.
Oh, do
He
they?
does. Well,
Fry
internal
for
voice, he's like-
president.
pretty much.
Yeah. So here's his whole. And you want me to speed this up? So it's bad. It is so bad. Because here we go.
About they're looking to my handling of classified documents.
Oh Jesus!
I was pleased to see he reached a firm conclusion.
It's not me.
That no charges should be brought against me.
Oh, good Lord!
In this case, this was an exhaustive investigation going back more than 40 years, even into the 1970s when I was still a new United States Senator. The special counsel acknowledged I cooperated completely. I did not throw up any roadblocks. I saw no delays.
Know what you're doing.
In fact, I was so determined to give the special counsel what he needed, I went forward with a 5-hour in-person interview over 2 days on October the 8th and 9th of last year, even though Israel had just been attacked by Hamas on the 7th and I was very occupied. It was in the middle of handling an international crisis. I was especially pleased to see the special counsel make clear the stark distinction and difference between this case and Mr. Trump's case. The special counsel wrote, and I quote, "Several material distinctions between Mr. Trump's case and Mr. Biden's are clear," continuing to quote, "Most notably, after given multiple chances to return classified documents to avoid prosecution, Mr. Trump allegedly did the opposite. According to the indictment, he not only refused to return the documents for many months."
That's not what they said. They said that Biden couldn't remember, so he couldn't be held accountable. Yeah. That's what their report said.
The difference is one was the president, one was not when they took the documents.
Also true.
Yes.
He also obstructed justice by enlisting others to destroy evidence and then to lie about it. In contrast, he went on to say Mr. Biden turned in classified documents to the National Archives and the Department of Justice, consented to the search of multiple locations, including his home, sat for voluntary interview.
Well, they shouldn't be comparing apples to apples. They should be comparing apples to Orange Man bad.
And in other ways cooperated with the investigation, end of quote. I've seen the headlines since the report was released about my willful retention of documents. These assertions are not only misleading, they're just plain wrong. On page 215, if you...
Oh, don't care, because let's get to the questions. Oh, about his son.
That's their decision to make. That's the council's decision to make. That's his job. They decided not to move forward. For any extraneous commentary, they don't know what they're talking about. It has no place in this report. The bottom line is the matter is now closed. I'm going to continue what I've always focused on, my job of being president of the United States of America. So thank you, and I'll take some questions.
Oh, geez.
Something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because, in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak. That's
Actually,
look,
that's
my memory
a
is not-
fairly
my memory's
cogent
fine.
point he made because he probably is on the no-no list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, why do these fucks always have to bring up Trump and try to negate their own shit? Hurry up and look at this hand over here, not the one behind my back. Yeah, don't pay
Yeah.
attention to the rifle behind my back. It's going to do something to you.
Because that's
This was
all they
okay.
have. Orange man
It is-
bad.
This is not AI. This was last night.
This was published from the White House
Last night.
by our government.
Yes.
Memory, take a look at what I've done since I become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed. How'd that happen? You know, I guess I just forgot what was going
You
on.
tried to pass a bunch of racially charged things that didn't get past the Supreme Court, you dingus.
Right.
Only by some of you.
Mr. President, for criminal liability today, Mr. President, do you take responsibility for at least being careless with classified material?
I take responsibility for not having seen exactly what my staff was doing.
And there it is. It's not his fault. It's his staff.
So
It
dumb.
goes in and points out things that appeared in my garage, things that came out of my home.
Oh, they
Things that
appeared
were
in my
removed
garage.
Not by me, but my staff.
Carol, haven't you had classified documents show up in your
Mr. President, for months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, "Watch me." Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is
this
your
according to
judgment.
public
That is
voting.
not
They
the
expressed
judgment of the
concerns-
press.
They expressed concerns about your mental.
local
That is
old
the
man gets
discussion.
mad at questions?
Yes. So many voices in this undead. Am I dead? Biden.
Acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your
Because
answer to
I'm the
that
most
question?
qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Do you believe that?
By screwing things up, yes.
Do you believe that?
Why is Grandpa yelling? Because Grandpa doesn't know where he's at.
Mr. President, why are you confusing the names of world leaders?
I did not share classified information. I did not share it with my ghostwriter. I did
No,
not.
I sold
Guaranteed
it.
did not. What the-
There's a difference.
Yeah. He didn't share it. He sold it to his ghostwriter. Oh, for fuck's sake, why would mainstream media let anyone else get away with these sorts of responses? Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Baker, come on in. You got it. You've got an invite, brother.
Well, no, he did not say that. He did not say that. Well, let me answer your question. The fact of the matter is, what I didn't want repeated, I didn't want him to know, and I didn't read it to him, was I had written a long memorandum to President Obama why we should not be in Afghanistan. And I was of multiple pages. And so what I was referring to, I said classified. I should have said should be private because it was a contact between the president and the vice president as to what was going on. That's what he's referring to. It was not classified information in that document. That was not classified.
Yeah. Sure. You're confusing the old man with all the voices.
When you look back at this incident, is there anything you would do differently now? And do you think that a special prosecutor should have been appointed in the first place in both of these cases?
First of all, what I would have done is
Mhm.
oversee the transfer of the material that was in my office, in my offices. I should have done that. If I go back, I didn't have the responsibility to that. That was my staff was supposed to do that, and they referenced that in the report. And my staff did not do it in a way that, for example, I didn't know how half the boxes got in my garage.
Hey, Farrell,
So I
do you,
found out staff-
Farrell, do you believe him more when his eyes are like this?
Yes. Yes,
hairs
I
now.
do.
Splitting
Baker
hairs
taught
now.
me always trust your government.
Yeah. Splitting hairs now. It was classified, but if I knew I was going to get caught, I'd have covered my tracks better. Yes.
I'd have had
Well-
Hunter roll those papers. I mean,
Yeah.
they'd go up in smoke
Smoke 'em.
anyways.
This guy.
Look how coherent I am.
Into the garage of my home.
So creepy.
And all
I
the
whole
stuff that was
they're
in
gonna
my
play the
home was in
whole
filing
thing. It
cabinets that
seems
were
like
either
they
locked
might
or
cut
able to
out
unlock.
where he
It was in
gets
my
ready
house.
to leave
It
and
wasn't
comes
out in
back.
like in Mar-a-Lago in a public place where.
I'm
and
surprised
none
they're
of it
letting
was
it.
high
Like
classified.
they're
Didn't have
ready
any of that
to get
red
rid
stuff
of
on it, you know
him
what I mean, around the
so they
corner?
can install her,
And so I wish
Oh,
I
yeah.
had paid
or
more
they wouldn't be
attention to
letting him
how
do
the documents
this.
were being moved and where. I thought they were being moved to the
Yep.
archives. I thought all was being moved.
Grandpa's
That's what I
got
thought.
caught by
What was the
lion
last part of your
face.
question?
The
Yes.
special counsel should have been appointed in this case and in the case of your rival president, former
I
president.
think a special counsel should have been appointed. And the reason I think a special counsel should have been appointed is because I did not want to be in a position that they looked at
Mhm.
Trump and weren't going to look at me, just like they looked at the vice president. And the fact is, they made a firm conclusion. I did not break the law, period. Thank you all very, very much.
No, they can't charge
care.
you.
You have a good one. There it is. Watch this. They took away the subtitles because what they asked him was about Gaza, about the negotiations going on in Gaza, about the terrorists that nabbed up some people. Now they turned off the closed captioning. We watched it last night. They were very specific about what they were asking him, and it showed in closed captions. They've deleted it since then.
I'm of the view, as you know, that the conduct of the response in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, has been over the top. I think that, as you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow.
And you're hearing this right. This is exactly what he said last night. The president, Sisi, didn't know what in the hell was going on. I mean, this is so insane.
My muscles are getting bigger. Oh, yes, the muscles. The muscles are getting big from the pump.
Hey, Baker. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you so
no.
much for the invite. It's not like I have something to do in 25 minutes. So, no, I just want to stop by and say, the 25th is being enacted when? Because as I talked to MG and on about, you were on when I was on this morning as well. In Danish papers, every day the last week we had Old Man Yells at the Cloud stories on the front page. And our papers are CNN Light. So they are testing the waters to see. We'll better use the 25th.
Yep.
You would think so, but who are they going to call up? Gavin Newsom, Michelle Obama, Oprah?
Well, you
Taylor
don't need a big talent pool if you have a good accountant.
Yeah, these people should be charged with elder abuse. Well, he could just get his old babysitter to, take care of him.
Jill
She's got
doesn't want to
practice.
leave.
Yeah.
Jill wants to have more creepy Christmas Eves at the White House with jazz and tap dance.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just want to stack. And the second they go back to Rehoboth, she's gonna say, "Bye, old man. This is a nice nurse. I'm gonna give you the what's his name? The guy who went to Epstein Island. I can't remember his name.
Oh, you mean the guy that
Stephen Hawking?
Hillary Clinton
Stephen
left hanging?
Hawkins, yeah.
They're
He's gonna
getting
buy.
ready
She's
to.
gonna buy him a nurse, and then she's gonna go out and find her an age-appropriate husband, maybe a French president. She's the same age as his wife.
Yeah.
They, for what, the last 6 years, they haven't let him speak to people hardly. And now all of a sudden they are, and they're just letting him do what he wants.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because they need the 25th, and then Kamala. I can't remember
Camel
how
toe.
it is.
Camel toe.
She will step into the role, but will then, like a bird out of the ashes, someone will rise, roughly 50 years old, with a pair of fun bags, natural fun bags, not added fun bags. Hopefully of a militant level that's acceptable by the Democrats, and will say, well, Kamala, you laid the yellow brick road. Now I will follow it. And Kamala, because it'll be a sitting duck presidency for the last year, so it doesn't matter that that they give the key. Kamala, this fool, it doesn't matter.
No, it
Kamala,
doesn't
just
matter.
you do like you do with Fry. You just wave something in front of them, and they'll be occupied. And then you say, "Go back to bed." Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, you just wait. You just wave a little meat in front of Kamala, and she will do whatever you ask her to do.
Where is Jerry Brown? I just have a question. I need some distractions.
Mass, no, it's not late in the game to change horses for the Democrats, because it's worse to try and run this guy till the president election, because we're only in the primaries. The president election doesn't really start until fall. And if you go to the fall with a Trump who he's slowing down, but he's still Trump.
Yes.
Or you have this guy who yells at the press because he was, and it's not so much that the press confused him. It's that his DOJ just put in, we can't punish him because he's senile.
Yes.
You made the 25th Amendment because Reagan was almost unalive and was in a coma for 3 days?
Yep.
And wasn't capable of handling the duties of a president. Maybe you should have had it back when that lady ran the presidency for 2 years. Oh, we don't talk about that.
Well,
his handwriting.
She was our first female president.
Yeah, and
she ran
his
our
handwriting changed a little bit when he got the stroke, but don't mention it. But still, running this fool who is right now on Real Clear Politics 6 points behind.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Haley against him, it's 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, during the last election, he was between 12 or 15 points ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Biden thinks DOJ has a variety of toilet paper he fought very hard to get during the coof season. Yeah. Very much. Good to see you, Maz and Fedorowski. You guys are awesome.
But we are agreeing if they are putting him out front and center, because as Maz said, yeah, it's a little late to start. They have the dark horse.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about Big Mike, because that'll be racisms.
Yeah.
But they have another horse in the stable ready to go when he get hit with the 25th. Oh, God forbid it, he croaks, and they will have to give him a martyr send off, and then out of the shadows, kind of like at Stalin's or Lenin's funeral, Stalin stepped into the front. From the shadows, no one knew him, and all of a sudden, there he was.
It's so screwy. I mean, all of this. I mean, I watched this with Mo last night, and she came up with snap, crackle, and corn pop.
Yeah, well, that's because Blinken looks like they could all be on the front with just a little bit of more computer skills than I have.
Yes.
They could all be on the front of a Kellogg's.
They're all manlets.
Yeah.
All manlets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sal
Haley
is
is
getting
doing what
T
Cruz did in
injections, and
2016.
even without those, he had more than the entire cabinet put together. But let's not. They're better at it than Trump's guys were, because he thought he was putting together a business team, and politics isn't business.
No.
Sam Bankman. This man is fine. I don't know what you're all talking about. 4 more years.
Yeah, he's spry as a spring chicken.
Yes.
But
he's got spring in his step, and that's not caused because he's light in his loafers at all.
And Gelfling in his blood. I mean, all the that's how he's staying so young and spry.
Well, we did figure out that everyone thinks that little bag of white powder found in the White House is Hunter's. It's not. It's his. He uses it to make sure he can go do his speech. Watch him. He'll just be like this all the whole time.
Who hasn't been to get a little inspiration?
Yeah.
Talk
Everybody needs
about
a little
inspiration. I
inspiration.
just wanted to come and be a slightly younger man yelling at the room, and I'll go make myself a cup of coffee and set up all the the drills.
Yes,
Right?
I know the drills, and
Yeah.
I was wanting to tell MG if he doesn't cover that link that I gave to him, I am going to cover it because it gets crazy, and they're short too. Like I've already, and it's not going to be. There's not going to be one today for it. So, and he did the really good one yesterday, but
What is it?
words.
Substance or whatever? What have you sent him? I don't know.
I sent him a trial that I've fixed fixed quite a bit on it so he wouldn't get in trouble, and he never responded. I was like, well, because I'm gonna right now they're unlisted videos. I've got to upload the other one. I finished it last night. Chopping out parts where because the thing freezes up for whatever reason. It's probably because they got really crappy internet, but this is an insane case, and whenever I start playing it, it's going to be you're just going to shake your head at the response that one of the witnesses has. Oh, it's like yes.
I can tell you that rumor has it Kayla Montgomery takes the stand today, so I'll probably be dipping into the whiskey after that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be hard to watch.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll
But
show up today?
No. I got a message that he apparently was a little princess in prison because they woke him up too early, so he doesn't want to come.
Oh.
What's American become? You have to get up at 6 to go to court. Is this communism?
Oh no. I'll be right back. I have to relieve myself of some of this coffee.
Not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Molly started yapping at 2 a.m. Oh, she had to have a little extra potty break. So yeah,
It's
I'm
lucky
ready to
they're
go.
cute for their safety.
It's kind of like babies. That's the reason they have the
Yes.
big eyes.
Yes.
But kittens, cretins. I'll see y'all later. Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah, so this was a bit terrifying because you hear him go off. So he mixes up President Sisi of Egypt with Mexico because of course he does. And then Anthony Blinken and Cringe John Pierre come out to explain, look, everyone mixes up names once in a while. And I'm like, yeah. I also don't have the nuclear codes. And I don't trust
Right.
me with a taser. So no one gives me one. I understand my limitations.
Right. Oh
But, yeah.
man. Your president, ladies and gentlemen.
So my honest assumption is that they'll get Newsom in as vice president under Kamala because can we go back to the James O'Keefe thing real quick? How that White House security data organizer guy didn't realize it was James O'Keefe simply by this.
Right?
Yeah.
Where'd Mo go?
I know.
Yeah.
It was
What happened? Where'd she? She's here somewhere.
It was like he was like, "Oh my god, yeah, but we can't get rid of Kamala, but she's terrible. No one likes her." I'm like, I know. It's almost like if you had hired someone as vice president on more than outside characteristics, but on the content of their character and, their ability to do something, that would have been much more awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of have a
ticked
feeling
all
that
the
Haley's gonna
boxes.
switch sides.
Well,
Haley's gonna switch sides and
Well, she already has.
Well,
Yes.
for the most part, but she could technically say, "Look, I'm the only sane person you have left. I'm going independent." And I mean, with as much as the media is pushing for her right now,
Right.
I I could see that being a 4D chess move. I just don't see that the Democrats have a backbench that satisfies all their check boxes that they're going to be able to get out.
But here's the problem I have: as many people as keep saying, "Oh, Haley, Haley, Haley," I have not met a single person that actually would vote for her.
Conservative or liberal?
At all.
Or
Any.
just person?
Just person.
She's just
Like,
the establishment pick.
yes.
Well,
It seems
yeah.
because almost every person that comes in and interviews, it's just like, I vote for her because I don't want to vote for Trump. But why? Okay, eliminate Trump out of the aspect. Would you vote for her? I mean, really? And it's like, well, only because Trump is there. No, would you vote for her? Would you actually want her running the country?
Right.
And I think
Mm.
whenever it comes down to it, people would be like, "Oh hell no, I'd take DeSantis over her."
Well, yeah, but I mean, people voted for Biden simply because they didn't wanna vote for Trump. A lot of people on the Democrat side didn't want to vote for Biden. In fact, he didn't satisfy a lot of their check boxes either,
Mhm.
but, it was orange man, Cheeto bad, you know, and I think if they do see that, Biden is untenable, I don't know that Newsom has enough. California is not the, bastion of success that Newsom likes to think it is,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's going to translate. So, I've looked at the backbench that the Democrats have, and I don't see where they have a candidate. I mean, who are they gonna get? What? The mayor of Baltimore? Chicago? Dallas?
Yeah.
San Francisco?
Like who else do they have? I mean, it's I'm sitting here looking, it's like Marianne Wilson couldn't even score any higher than a I mean, none of the above beat her out.
Well, true.
That's I was like, wow, that's really bad whenever there's more people voting for that than they are for you. I mean, come on. Come on, man.
Come on, man. No joke. My dad was there, and he was an anthracite coal miner, and then that's why so many people have coal lung. No joke, man, no joke. And he was a bad dude. He ran a bunch of bad boys, and kids used to pet my leg.
Yep.
Mr. President, none of that made any sense, but thank you.
He does not make any sense. And the thing is the establishment wanted Kamala so bad, and she was failing so much in the primaries. I mean, it was horrendous. I think she was getting 2%. The top contender was Tulsi Gabbard, especially after she roasted Kamala on stage.
Yeah, and I think that if Trump is smart, his VP pick should be Tulsi.
I
Again,
know.
he can
I
either
keep
have a
saying it.
I agree with Sticks, he can either have a charismatic, strong, tough as nails woman who is willing to be very fiery because Trump seems to like women with gumption. I mean,
Mhm.
his staff was full of women who are mouthy, but if you are a dude on stage with him, he wants you to be Mike Pence level boring.
Yes.
He does not want so that's why, Tim Scott might have a chance as vice president because he's got all the personality of wet paint.
Yeah. I would say don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it to check some boxes. I'm talking about, as a person, I think Tulsi would make a much better VP, much better than if you're going for the woman aspect, much better than Carrie Lake. much better than any of the other ones, Marjorie Taylor, or Boebert, or any of these women that are up there. She would make a much better candidate because she's calm.
Yeah,
You know,
and
and
oh my god, I wanna
she's
see
very
round 2
focused.
of Tulsi and Kamala on the VP.
Oh
I
god, that would
y
be
look, is
so
it sad to hope they keep Biden so I can see the Tulsi Kamala beatdown round 2?
yeah.
Figuratively, YouTube figuratively.
Yes. Well, and as soon as that happened, whenever she went out, she was trying. They shut down her Twitter, they shut down her social media,
What?
they shut down everything. That's how scared they were. You know that they are scared whenever they shut that stuff down. You know that they're running scared. It's no different. It is in their playbook. Whenever you're getting your ass handed to you, you shut them down. You quiet them up. That's what they're trying to do with Trump. That's how you know that they're scared. Whenever they say, "Well, he's got 91 lawsuits all across the nation," it's like, why do you think that is? Do you think it really has anything to do with January 6th? No, that's just an excuse. Do you think it has anything to do with women that supposedly were graped by him? That there's never been any proof or anything on that? Do you think
No.
that they're trying to shut this guy down? And what's just the best way to do it?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to hurt his soul, you'd make him read Hillary Clinton's book. How'd
Well,
this happen?
it was probably the same ghostwriter that wrote Joe Biden's book. I wouldn't be surprised. This might be the first presidential election I didn't vote for anyone. I don't think either of the DNC or the RNC have pushed the best to the top of the line. I used to be a very political person. I am absolutely with you. I'm not
I
saying that Trump is the be all end all. I'm saying, but what other options do you have? DeSantis could not even stand a chance, especially if Trump was in there.
No, and then but as soon as DeSantis went back to just being a governor, he came out with, "Deport Ilhan Omar." I mean, where was that fire when he was on the political campaign?
It
Eh
wouldn't sell. It wasn't
Okay,
allowed to.
because those boots would sell?
Yeah,
The
no.
American people do not like lifts on their men. That's why Tom Cruise doesn't allow them to be filmed.
Mhm. Trump RFK ticket? No.
No.
No. I mean, that's,
I still think I'm right.
what,
I still
Vivek
think Trump.
Ramaswamy?
No,
Oh,
Trump.
I thought you were going to say
Eric.
Ramaswamy. It's like Ramaswamy would not fit in that position at all for VP. That would be a bad idea. Yeah, doing Trump would definitely be a kick in the nuts for him.
I think he does it.
Because if you think about it, he puts a Trump under him as vice president. He runs as president. Who finishes out his 4 years. That is almost like a shoe-in for his son.
Yeah, but is
I'm
America kinda
disappointed
done
in you, Zach.
with dynastic politicians? I mean, we've had the Bushes, we've had the, Clintons. Are we getting a little tired of these, kind of hangers on in the families? We weren't a monarchy. The Kennedys, I mean, are we a little bit done with that as a nation?
Probably.
I mean,
Probably not.
probably not. I mean, we're
Hey, Zach, good to see you. Hey, hairball housewife. Be careful. She's got
I'm
claws.
disappointed. He used that one yesterday. Lame.
Lame. Well, Mo, I know you've got a show to be
Yeah,
doing.
I am
Don't worry, because all these fine people, as soon as we finish up
I
here, we'll be sending them all your way.
Yeah, I've gotta go, do my Joe Biden prep
Yep.
on the
I'm with
nose.
you. Nudge, nudge.
Gotta see why my
Nice.
lighting is yellow for right now, for who knows why,
Oh,
and make sure Fry is ready to go. I
yes.
will see you guys in just a little bit.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. She's awesome. Whew. Yeah. Luke Radowski had some good ideas for Trump's cabinet. I have problems with Luke Radowski. Serious. And the problems that I have with him is just boils down to the people that he's tagging along with. I'm sorry, I don't really like Tim Pool. That's just my opinion. I find that he's it's the same bullshit over and over
Yeah.
and over and over again. Oh, I'm just a fence sitter. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not apolitical. You are that grift kind of guy, and if you're going to be that grift kind of guy, then you just have to be that grift.
He's an asshole. Look at his haircut. Anybody with a haircut like that, he's an asshole.
MG.
Yeah, pretty much. What's up?
Good brother.
I've missed the whole show.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm sorry I left you hanging there.
Oh no, you're okay. Did you fall asleep or?
Yeah, I turned off I muted my mic and I hid my screen, and then I went and grabbed some water, and I was like, oh man, my neck, my back. I've been streaming for the past 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I sat down, and of course I had also been drinking and
yes,
down, and I just closed my eyes. At one point I opened them up and I was like, I don't need to fall asleep. And then I closed them again, and next thing I know, I had puppies jumping on my head. And I looked at my computer and I was just like, oh, at least he shut it down. So
yeah.
And I know that I had muted my mic because I was like, if I do fall asleep, want to have me snoring on the...
That would have been great. I wouldn't have stopped the stream. I'd have left it up.
Right.
Hilarious
content. Yes.
So MG, you got that link that I sent you. Are you going to cover that, or you want me to go ahead and do it? Because
which one?
The Alaska one.
Yeah, I'll cover it. It won't be tonight because Expert's got his Friday night.
Right. Because what my plan is on Monday I will be recording the next one because they're out for the day. And I thought about just letting it run in the background.
Yeah.
And so that way people could see it throughout the day today.
Ooh.
And if you want me to, I can link you to it, and we can just dual stream it off of both.
Yeah. I don't know when else. I'm not sure when I'll stream it, but.
Oh no, I would set up the stream, and then just you could join in and just back end off of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the office today, but I just there was nothing going on.
Yeah, your stream would be running, and you wouldn't be doing anything.
Or so I'll get a message from my wife. It's like, well, why are you streaming? Because she gets notifications. Like last night, she was like, I get notification when you stream. I said, well, you can unsubscribe. She's like, no. She's like, no. She's like, I don't watch you, but I do like to know when you're on, so I can tell you to stay quiet. But she sent me a text. She's like, don't be too loud. Don't wake our daughter up.
Oh God. It was.
Yeah, she watched a couple of weeks ago, and it was some legal. I don't know what we were watching, some video or reading through. I think we were reading through something, and she's like, I turned it on. It was like something law, and I was like, okay, I'm not watching this. And then the other night, she heard, when Brandon came in, and he was like, okay, I'm in my boxers. How much for the, when's the shirt coming off? And I was like, I'm not taking my shirt off. And she heard that. So she was like, you better not be taking your shirt off. I was like, no. I said, that's Brandon. He does that to everybody. He's trying to pay you to get you to take your shirt off. And I said, I'm not going to do that. She's like, you better not. She's like, I was worried. It's like, she's like, is like, there's like girls in chat, like trying to get him to take his shirt off. I was like, no, it's Brandon. Because it just caught her off guard. For like, she walked by because she was checking on our daughter, and just happened to hear me say, "I'm not taking my shirt off," thinking something was going on.
Yeah.
She's like, I just walked by at the wrong moment. She's thinking, what in the hell is he doing in there?
That's so funny. Just filming my OnlyFans, babe.
Yeah.
Well, it was like what was it? The Halloween special that expert did. Yeah, they got me with my shirt off.
I would tell you, if the price is right, I'd have to. I mean, if somebody's like dropping, some G's or something, maybe it's coming off. But
honey, I can be bought.
well, hey, I'm not cheap, but I can't be bought.
Exactly.
we all have a price.
Yes, we all do have a price. Hey, it's like, we get those super chats up to, okay, you're dropping it down to where it's like, okay, $1,000 will get you, we'll get you a peek.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then it just goes up from there, That's
yeah,
like
that's it. He's somebody's throwing, like a $5,000 cash app or something. It might get done.
Yeah,
I'll consider it.
Right.
I'll be like, hey, honey, somebody's gonna pay me $5,000 to take my shirt off. Can I do that?
Why don't you let her set the number?
Yeah, let her set the number.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. She'll probably say, no, not now.
There's no just a peek on recorded video because it gets paused.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you could do like Lincoln and set it up where you can pause it, but you can't like replay it. You can't record it.
Oh, yes, you can.
Yeah,
you'd have to screen grab it, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some good screen grabs off of Lincoln Canes. They're not on this computer though. You're okay behind a few minutes. Back to the beginning of violent speech. He said in the quote, "Look at the things I've done since I became president. What is he done good?" Yeah.
What is it? What has he done good? Yeah. I missed it. I haven't seen the speech. I missed all of that on here. So maybe I'll watch that tomorrow night or something. I don't know.
Well, you can
because
watch
I haven't seen the speech and I heard that it's. Is she going to cover it too?
No, I already covered it.
Yeah, I know you covered it. I didn't know somebody else was covering it.
Oh, Mo was on with him.
Yeah, Mo was on with me, and we were watching it live.
Yeah, I saw that this morning when I got up, when I couldn't jump on, or really, I'm watching because I've got get up and I'm taking the cat to the vet. So got to take Mimi, and she's old and frail, and she got sick yesterday. I think she's missing the litter box and not using the litter box.
That's so bad.
Apparently, she didn't eat the wet food the last couple of nights, but so we put some down this morning and she ate some. So I don't,
right.
It's one of those when they start not using the litter box at that age, and especially if she's not going to eat, then that's we're getting close. And so we'd bring her in and let them check. And my wife's like, I just don't want her to be in pain. So, okay.
Well, and speaking of that, my neighbor, his dog yesterday, he's got a really bad abscess on his foot that smells. It's like not good. And the doctor doesn't want to do any sort of surgery on it. They just were like giving him medicine, but the doctor's like, yeah, we don't want to do any surgery because at his age, he may not come out of anesthesia. And it's like, then, his argument is just like, well, at least he will die, peaceful and not feel any pain.
If he doesn't come out of anesthesia, then he doesn't come out of anesthesia. That's one thing we're worried about with Mimi is because she's so old that every time she goes on, it's like, we worry we're going to come home one day and she's just be curled up in the closets.
Yeah.
And my wife worries anytime she can't find her. She's like, I'm worried that she's gone and hidden somewhere because that's what they'll do. They'll go hide and just pass away.
Shoot, we had one that was 15 years old, and she disappeared for 6 months because we thought we pretty much signed off that she had deceased, and I'll be damned if she just didn't one day come crawling out from underneath
Of course,
a
somebody
shed.
just like cut me off. I had hit the brakes, and so her carrier just rolled in the floorboard.
Oh, jeez.
Shit. It didn't go forward, like turned on its side. I was like, some asshole just pulled up, got in front of me and hit the brakes to change highways. And it's like, you son of a bitch. At least she wasn't up in the seat.
Yeah.
At least she wasn't on the seat and rolled off the seat or something. She's down on the floorboard. So
yeah, she'll be fine down there.
Damn it. And she goes, Meryl.
Like,
after I picked her up, she kind of did a couple. She's like, Meryl, like, what the fuck are you doing? A couple of angry meows, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna report your ass.
It's not my fault.
I need to speak with the manager.
Oh yeah, it's stupid crazy. These morons that think that we've got everything under control, and clearly things are not under control. Clearly.
Oh yeah, we've got probably at least half the population that is just in ignorant bliss, right? I think everything's great.
Yeah. Yeah. But the good thing
Unfortunately,
is,
we've got about 40% of the population is going to vote for him, regardless of what's going on and what's happening.
Exactly.
Even if he died and could not be in office, he's still going to be vote because there's a D next to his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm all for removing political affiliations off the ballot. Just names of the candidates.
Right.
Because it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't. It should not matter, but that's how it goes. I mean, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it's a two-party system." It's just like, well, it shouldn't be. It should be like you should be able to just say X, Y, or Z.
Yeah, but you'd have a lot of people who wouldn't know who to vote for because that little D's not next to their name.
Right.
Well, and then they shouldn't vote.
Exactly.
Or they should look into stuff before they go do it.
Well, yeah, but too many of them, they're not.
Well, I know.
As Branca says, half the population is below average IQ.
Yes.
Which is true because an IQ of 100 is both the mean and the median IQ. It's designed to be that way. So it is it's the average and the middle. So half the population is below average.
I have no idea what my IQ is. I'm sure it's somewhere below. Well, it has to be high enough because I was able to get in the military, but that doesn't say
I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't say much. You got to be above 75.
I was gonna say a minute.
I mean, if Forrest Gump can get in, and he was a 75 IQ.
Yeah, that's very true. But you can get in by accident.
Up and bit me.
Control is half faith, half work. Biden supporters live on pure faith. Yeah, that is very much true. And I mean, that's the thing. If Biden had an R next to his name, I guarantee you people would be changing their tune.
Oh yeah. They were calling for the 25th Amendment with Trump, and he had no sign. It didn't have signs of nothing like this.
That's why I say he should get Tulsi Gabbard as his running mate.
He's not going to do that because she's turned on him, turned on the Democrats a little bit. So
that's what
she's gone after these people. Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
If he got Tulsi, if Trump got Tulsi Gabbard, she's she's not changed enough to trust that she's going to do the right thing if he leaves. I am telling you, if you got her, your chances increase by about tenfold.
I don't know,
because there's a lot of people that just be like, yeah, this guy, I may not like him, but look who's second in line. And I think that you have to take that into consideration. Who's going to be the person
I mean, has she changed? She's changed her stance. Unless she's changed her stance on the Second Amendment, she's a no.
She has. She has.
But has she, or is she just saying that's
it
the thing?
exactly? Well, and that's the same way I feel about Ramaswamy, and because most of his is just lip service. That's the same way I feel about.
As far as we know, because I mean, he's got no track record. We don't have anything to look at other than he's a billionaire at 40.
Which branch were I in? I was in the Army National Guard. I went through basic training, basically as Army. I did all my schooling as Army, and then got back to my duty station, which was in New Mexico. So, yeah, I was in a chaparral unit as a mechanic. It was basically.
I'm going to run her into the vet real quick. I'll be back in just a minute.
Cool, brother. We'll see you in a bit.
I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, it's so yeah, I was in the Army National Guard. I served for 4 out of the, because whenever I signed up, it was 6-2 or something like that. It ends up being 8 years total that you're supposed to serve. I served 4 of them. I got a general discharge, so I could actually go make a career, because I could not get E5. They wouldn't give it to me. I was completely qualified for it, but you have to have someone step out of that position, and there were already 3 E5 slots that couldn't be taken, because these guys had just made E5. So there was no way that I was going to be moving up, because they couldn't move up. It sucks. So I just pretty much said, you know what, get me my general discharge, and so I got my general discharge. I was on call during the first Gulf War. My unit actually was on standby to go in if things got worse than they did. And so I was living in California at the time that happened. Yeah, so I was there for OJ and during Rodney King and all that kind of crap. I actually left right after. It was right before the cops went on trial for it. It was, yeah, awesome. Thank you for your service too. 13 years in the Air Force. Yeah, my uncle was 26 years in the Navy. My grandfather served in World War II in the Navy, and he can't swim. And he was on a boat that got sunk, and then got picked up by another boat that got sunk. It got picked up by a lifeboat. It's pretty impressive. I did never served in a combat role, thankfully. There's people that I was in basic training with that went to combat roles, and I know that they were over in that part of the world. Yeah, it was no fun. It was no fun for a lot of people. But yeah, it's just military. Yeah, after I finally finished out those 8 years, it turned into a honorable discharge. They give you a general, and then you just basically apply and you get your honorable. Yeah, still got all the little DD form 214 and all my paperwork. I even have pictures of myself. My wife was like, "God, you were so young. You look like a child." I was like, "I was a child. I was 16 in the military. Got out when I was 19. It was, yeah, young. There's a certain limit that you have to, certain threshold you have to hit. I actually wanted to go into a different role, but they wouldn't let me do it. The regular Army wouldn't take me at all because of my age. I had to get a parental waiver just to go in. Weird stuff, man. Really weird stuff. Like I had to have a guardian sign off all rights for that. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. What's up, Farrell? You still alive? You still there with us?
I'm still here. I'm just listening.
Aw, you're so nice. Well, I'm going to send everybody over to Moe's.
Yep, I need to go to bed. So
yeah, I know that MG's taking care of the kitty cat, and he probably wants to get back on and hang for a little bit. But we can hang out in the back room later on after all this stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all you fine folks over to hang out with Mo, and also Baker is streaming. So I'm sure whenever she's done, she'll be sending you guys somewhere also. But make sure you give her a big thumbs up and show her some love. Peace, y'all.